students, myself Swati Thakre, your science teacher. In today's session, we are going to revise the lesson number 9, force, in the form of question and answers. Okay students, here we revise certain topics in the form of concepts also, and afterwards then in the form of question answer we can see or we can revise this lesson number 9, force. Okay, so let's start. So students, first what do you mean by the force? Okay, here are certain pictures which are regarding the force. So first we have to see over here or revise over here what is a force. Push or pull on an object is called a force. Okay, here see students, one boy is there who can push this car. So push, or here it is a girl which is pulling a chair. See this, a girl which is pulling a chair. So here it is a pull, and while a car being pushed by a man, it is push. So push or pull on an object is called a force. Okay students, again I revise. Push or pull on an object is called a force. Okay, so force comes into play due to the interaction. Okay, this we have seen in our lesson force, that is whenever any kind of force is act on any object at that time, there requires the interaction between these two objects. So here an interaction of an object with another results in force between the two objects. Okay, whenever the two objects interact with each other at that time, the force is act over there. Okay students, so this is all about what is force. Now whenever force is act on something or on any object, so what will happen after applying that force, or what is the effect of that applied force? See students, over here we just summarize here. It can change the state of rest of motion of the body. First, what is the effect of force? It can change the state of rest or motion of the body. Suppose, the meaning of this sentence is that suppose if any object is there which is at rest, which is not moving, so which is at rest, so it can change its state by applying the force. Or suppose any object is in a motion, suppose any object is move, so at that time when we apply the force on that moving object also changes its state. Okay, so this is the first effect of force. See over here, two pictures are there in this case. First, force changes the state of motion of tire, makes it to move faster. Suppose this tire is in motion, but when this boy apply the force, extra force over that, so that the tire get move faster. Okay, so here what will happen, that force changes the state of motion of the tire to move it faster. In the second example, see students over here, this is the box which is at rest. That box is not moving, so it is moved due to the force which is applied by that man. Okay students, so whenever you applied any kind of force onto the rest object at that time, due to that force that rest object becomes moved. Okay, so this is the first effect. What is effect? It can change the state of rest or motion of the body. Okay, now next effect. Next effect is it can change the size or shape of the body. Okay students, what is second effect? Whenever we applied any force on the object, it can change the size as well as shape of the body. How? See over here. In this first example, the force applied by the hands on the dough changes its shape. You have also seen with your mom in kitchen whenever whenever she applied the force by the hand on dough, so it can changes the shape of that dough. Okay students, now in the second example, the force changes the size of a rubber band. Whenever you stretch the rubber band, at that time it easily stretch, but when you free it after stretching, what will happen? The size of the rubber band get increases due to that stretching. So here we also apply certain force for stretching that rubber, which can change the size of rubber band. Okay, so this is the next effect, that is it can change the size or shape of any object. So these two are the most important effects whenever we apply force on any kind of object. Okay students, got it? So this is only the summarized view what we have seen in this chapter. Okay, now also we have seen in this chapter, that is the types of forces. There are two types of forces, contact forces as well as non-contact forces. So what are contact forces students? The forces which are experienced by bodies when they are in physical contact with each other. Okay, what are contact forces? The forces which act on the bodies whenever these two bodies are in contact with each other. Okay, so physical contact is necessary. At that time, the force applied over there is the contact force. Okay, so there are two types of contact forces, namely muscular force as well as frictional force. Both are the types of contact forces. Again students, here I revise. What are the two types of contact forces? Muscular force as well as frictional force. So see over here the example for the muscular force first. Okay students, see what you have seen over here. You are seeing that there are two men which apply the force, or they can push this large load of this box. Okay, so they apply force with the help of their hand. So here they use their muscle power. Okay, here they use their muscle power for pushing this box in such a way that the force is applied over there, and that force is nothing but the muscular force. Okay students, so the force due to the action of muscle, the force due to the action of muscles is nothing but the muscular force. Okay students, now the second type is frictional force. See over here, the second type is frictional force. It is the type of contact force. See over here, there is a one box, that is a load box, which is sit on the, or which is placed on any kind of surface. So what is this frictional force? The force acting opposite to the direction of motion. See over here, blue color, it is the motion of box, means box is moved towards the right hand side of us. Okay, so this is the motion, but the frictional force always act in the opposite direction of motion. So this red color is the frictional force which is act exactly opposite to this blue color, that is motion. Okay, so here friction occurs between this box as well as this surface, so that this frictional forces occur over here. Okay students, so force acting opposite to the direction of motion, that is nothing but the frictional force. Okay, and frictional force is an example of contact force. Why? Because here it is the contact between the box as well as the surface. So both these objects are in contact with each other and there occurs a frictional force. That's why we can say that it is a frictional force, and the frictional force is an example of contact forces. Okay students, I hope you all get these two topics also. Now next we forward to the other type of the main force, that is a non-contact force. Okay students, the name itself indicates that here contact is not necessary. No contact is necessary over here. See what is the definition of non-contact force? The forces experienced by bodies even if they are not in physical contact with each other. So what are non-contact forces? Whenever the force is experienced or force is applied when the two bodies are not in physical contact with each other, and though the force is applied over there, that kind of force is known as non-contact forces. Okay students? So there are mainly three types of non-contact forces. What are these? See over here, magnetic forces, electrostatic forces and gravitational forces. So these three are the types of non-contact forces. Okay students, now let us see one by one, just revise it. What is a magnetic force? Name itself indicates that here it is a magnet. Okay, so the force which is exerted by any kind of magnet is a magnetic force. See over here, these are the nails which are attracted towards this magnet. This we have also seen in the case of practicals, that whenever any kind of iron nails are there, iron things are there, iron nails are far away from this magnet, but due to the magnetic force, these nails are get attracted towards that magnet. So here direct contact is not there with the nails and magnet, but due to the magnetic force, that nails can attracted towards that magnet. So the force over here which is act, that is known as a magnetic force. Okay students, the force which is act over here, it is a magnetic force. Now the next one is the electrostatic force. The electrostatics, the name itself indicates that here it is the charges, electric charges are there. Okay, so the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body is known as electrostatic force. Okay, we all know that there are two types of forces, positive force as well as negative force, and whenever the like charges are there, these like charges are always repel with each other, while the unlike charges means positive and negative. These two unlike charges whenever come together, they attract with each others. Okay, so at that time, see over here it is a comb and these are the papers which, so this comb is rubbed on your hairs, and afterwards after whenever that comb is rubbed on your hair, what will happen? That comb becomes charged with some charge, and afterwards whenever this comb keep near to the papers of these papers of these pieces, so what will happen? These paper pieces get attract towards this comb. Okay students, so this is the example of electrostatic force. Now the next one, so here also there is no direct physical contact with comb and these pieces, but due to the certain force, that is the electrostatic force, these get attract towards each other. Okay, so it is also a kind of or the example of non-contact force. Now the next one is the gravitational force. See over here students, what is a gravitational force? It is the attractive force which exerting between the two objects. Okay, gravitational force, it is first one is the attractive forces and which exerts towards the two objects, between the two objects, means whenever any kind of object is a fall, that fall object is due to the gravitational force. Due to the gravity, that object should be fall onto the ground. So these three are the types of non-contact forces. So I hope students the whole chapter is here revised over here in short. Now we are look forward to the question answers so that we also revise our chapter in the same fashion also. Okay, so the first question is fill in the blanks. See students over here, we have to just read calmly and you have to give the answer of this question. First question is, a push by a boy failed to move a box because. Suppose a boy is pushed a box for moving but he failed to move that box. What will the result? Why? Because the answer is the applied force was less. Okay students, again I revise. A push by a boy failed to move a box. Okay, so whenever a boy had supposed to push the box which is really heavy, at that time he cannot push that box or move that box. He pushed that box but box was not moved. So what will happen? Because the applied force was less. Okay, so this is the answer of this first fill in the blanks. The applied force was less. Second, a force has both magnitude and dash dash. What is force has both magnitude as well as direction? Because whenever we apply any kind of force on any object, so it can change its direction also. Suppose we apply the force towards the south direction, so the box will move towards the south side. So force also has magnitude and direction. So the answer for the second fill in the blanks is direction. Okay students, now next. What will be the resultant force? What will be the resultant force if forces are, suppose the first case is, here we have to give the answer about the resultant force. Okay, but in what cases? See the first case A, F1 and F2. See, these are the two forces, F1 force and F2 force. F1 and F2 are acting in the same direction. Suppose two forces are there and both the forces are acting in the same direction. What will happen students? Here, whenever the forces are acting in the same direction, what will happen? They add up. Okay, this we have seen in the previous session. So they add up. So the answer for the A is F is equal to F1 plus F2. Here addition occurs whenever the force applied in the same direction. Now second case, F1 and F2, these are the forces which are acting in the opposite direction with F1 greater than F2. Okay, two forces are there, F1 and F2, and these two forces applied in the opposite direction, not in the same direction. So whenever there is opposite direction forces applied, what will be the resultant force? The resultant force will be the subtraction of these two forces or the difference between these two forces. So the answer for this B case is F is equal to F1 minus F2. Okay. If the forces are applied on the opposite direction, then the subtraction is there between these two forces. Okay, because here why we take first F1? Because F1 is greater than F2. That's why here first we take F1 minus F2. Okay, now the third case. F1 and F2 are acting in opposite directions with F2 greater than F1. Here also these are the two forces, F1 and F2, both act in the opposite direction, same as the case of B. But what is the difference over here? Here the F2 force is greater than F1. So what will be the resultant force, students? Yes, anybody? What will be the resultant force? The resultant force F will be the difference between these two. But how that difference? Here F2 minus F1, because here F2 is greater than F1. Okay? Got it, students? Here I again revise. Whenever the force acting in the same direction, the forces are add up. Okay, and when the forces are acting in the opposite direction, these forces get subtract with each other or difference between them. Okay, this will be the resultant force. I hope you all get, students, these points. See, list the 5 changes a force can produce in an object state. Here you have to give the changes. What are the changes occurs whenever any kind of force is applied on any object? So whenever the force is applied on any object, what will happen? There also changes certain things to that object. So what will happen? See over here. The answer for this: when the force acts on an object, the following may be happen. Okay, so what will may happen? First, it can change the position of object. Yes, this we have seen that if any kind of force is applied at that time, it can change the position of object, then the direction of the moving object, speed of the moving object, shape of the object and size of the object. This we have seen in the first slide, that is the effect of forces. Whenever we apply the force on the rubber band, it can change the shape. Okay, whenever we apply the force on the box to move, so it can change the direction and the position. Okay, speed of the moving object. So this all will maybe the happen if you act force on any object. Okay, again I revise. It can change the position, direction, speed, shape and size of any object. Okay, students. Now next, see, here are certain questions, answers, so that all chapters will be covered over here and revised. Now the first question is question number 1. What is the name of the instrument used to measure the atmospheric pressure? Student, by mistake this question is over here as this question is from the lesson number 11, pressure. So sorry for that. We forward to the second question. See over here. Give 2 examples of contact forces. We have just seen over here and just revised over here. What are the 2 examples of contact forces? Yes, students, you should give the answer. What are the 2 examples of contact forces? Muscular force as well as force of friction. Okay, students. Now the question number 3. Name the force exerted on a ball of dough to make a flat chapati. Okay, whenever you have to make a chapati, that is flat chapati, what you will do? You will act a force on the ball of that dough, okay, so that you can make the flat chapati. So what type of force exerted over there? Yes, students, muscular force. Okay, there muscular force is applied. Now the next question is there. Question number 4. What kind of force is an electrostatic force? What kind of force is an electrostatic force? Yes, students, this is also we have just revised. It is a non-contact force. So electrostatic force is an example of non-contact force. Now the question number 5. Is the gravity a property of earth only? Obviously no. Only earth does not have the gravity. Okay student. So is the property of earth only this gravity? The answer should be no. The next question is, name the force due to which every object falls on the earth. As there is the relation of earth, so what force apply over there whenever any kind of object falls onto the earth every times? The force will be applied over there is gravitational force. So the answer for this question number 6 is gravitational force. Okay. Now next. Question number 7. Okay. Here it is also these are also two questions are from the pressure. So students, these are also by mistake. See question number 9. What are the two states of motion? Okay. What are the two states of motion? What are two states of motion, students? The first one is state of rest and the second one is state of motion. Okay. There are two types of state of motion. First one is state of rest while second one is state of motion. Now the next question, question number 10. What kind of force is a friction? Yes, which kind of force is or what kind of force is a friction? Friction is a contact force. Okay, as there is contact between the two objects, it is the example of contact force. Now the question number 11. What type of force is a gravitational force? The gravitational force, see over here students. Yes, anybody student can tell me the answer. What type of force is a gravitational force? Yes, obviously it is a non-contact force because there is no contact between the earth and the ball which is upward side as it is falls down. Okay, so it is the type of non-contact force. Question number 12. Is it true that force acting on an object can also change its shape? Yes, this we have also seen over here. If we can act on any object, any force at that time, it can also change the shape of that object. So, yes, it is true. The next question is, while sieving grains, yes students, see over here, while sieving grains, small pieces get falls down. So which force pulls them down? Yes students, which force pulls them down, these grains on the earth or on the surface of ground? Gravitational force. Yes, obviously the gravitational force can pulls them down. Now the question number 14. See over here. How can we change the speed and direction of a moving body? Suppose we have to change the speed of any moving body as well as direction of any moving body. So what we will do? We can apply the force over there. When we apply the force over there, what will happen? The speed as well as direction of the moving body get changed. Here I have give you one example that the brakes which are fit at your cars, at your bicycles are there and you want to stop this bicycle or any car. So what we'll do? What we will do? Yes students? What we will do if we want to change the speed and the direction of any moving body? So the brakes which are present in the cycle or any car, that brakes can apply the force of friction because there is the friction between two surfaces. and due to which the speed of the cycle or the speed of the car gets changes, as well as we can applying the force, the direction will be changed. Okay, so the answer should be by applying force. Now the question number 15. What is the distance moved by an object in unit time? Yes, students, what is the distance which is moved by an object in unit time? Speed. Okay, whenever, so this is a logical question, students. Whenever any object cover any distance in certain time, what we call it as a speed. Okay, so it is a logical question over here, student. Question number 16. Does force of gravity act on the dust particle? Yes, the dust particle which are present in the surrounding. So, what kind of force is act over there? Force of gravity, of course. So, yes, answer would be the yes. Question number 17. Does the force of gravitation exist between two astronauts in the space?